Robocough. I've never heard of this brand before. One of my very lovely viewers recommended this to me, and I immediately looked at it because I love learning about different brands. So the brand here is called Robocough, and the medicine is called dextromethorphan. And if you couldn't tell by the name, probably used to treat cough. So it says on here, concentrated cough suppressant. What does that mean? It says there's 40 doses per bottle, fast-acting dextromethorphan hydrobromide. HBr stands for hydrobromide, by the way. And it says 30 milligram there, which means nothing. I need to know the concentration, not how much milligram is in it. Powerful cough relief for up to 8 hours. Patent pending. For those of you who don't know, patent pending means that they filed a provisional patent with the FDA, or not the FDA, with the patent office, whatever that's called, I don't know. And whenever you do that, you have, I think, I want to say it's like 6 months or something like that for you to file your full patent. And whenever you do that, it gives you, it kind of like stamps your product in time. And once you file your full product patent, you can go back in time and say, hey, this company violated our patent after we filed the provisional patent, but before we filed the full patent. That's what that means. Made in the USA. Love to see it. Great flavor. What I notice about this, first of all, is whenever you buy dextromethorphan at a pharmacy, walk into any pharmacy today, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here. It will be extended release. They rarely, in fact, I've never seen immediate release dextromethorphan except in the Dollar Tree. And even then, it was a capsule. It wasn't like a liquid. So this is very unique to me, and I like this so far. Because I don't really like the extended release dextromethorphan because I would rather like verify that it works first before I'm going to take an extended release medication. An interesting thing to note about dextromethorphan is that structurally speaking, it looks very similar to a lot of our pain medications. And our pain medications, these opioids like codeine, can be used to treat cough. In fact, all opioids can have a cough suppressant aspect of their use. So this is like a molecule that is similar to these opioids in that it stops the cough, but unsimilar in that it doesn't cause the euphoria and the analgesia that opioids do. That's why you can buy this without a prescription. And it also has this NMDA receptor antagonism, which may play a role as well. Here's the thing, though, with this. The efficacy is not really the best, if I'm being honest. But it's the best we have, honestly, on the market without a prescription to treat cough. And it's a lot safer than like an opioid, for example. It's kind of very inappropriate, I think, to be using an opioid to treat a cough, but I'm the only one who thinks that, apparently. But this is not without its warnings as well. This can cause something called serotonin syndrome, especially in folks who take antidepressants, which is like 100%, actually, I wouldn't say 100%, probably like 110% of everyone who walks into a pharmacy. Obviously, I'm just kidding, but the point still remains, a lot of people are taking antidepressants, and a lot of people get cough. So odds are, this may interact with your antidepressant. So let's take a look at this package together. The active ingredient, like I said, is dextromethorphan hydrobromide, and it's 30 milligram per 3 ml. That is very, very concentrated. Typically, you're going to see something much more dilute than that. I think that this is a good thing. So it's good for cough. And what we see here, do not exceed 4 doses in any 24-hour period, and you take 3 ml at a time. And this is for adults. 3 ml every 6 to 8 hours, it says here. Robocough.com, that's where I bought this. Oh, the company is called DXM Pharmaceuticals? Huh, they're really leaning into the dextromethorphan thing here, aren't they? Made in the USA, our folks down there at Katy, Texas. Okay, let's open this bad boy up and see what it tastes like. Wow. We're unveiling the swan. I don't know what that means. Okay, so first thing here, I am very glad to see this. This is a measuring device, also known as a syringe, an oral syringe. And I'm glad they put that in there because if they didn't, I would have not recommended this. Whenever you talk about very concentrated things, measuring them is a challenge. And if it didn't have the appropriate measuring device with it, I would have been very upset. So let's take a look at this. Do you have to shake it? No, you don't. It's a pretty well dispersed chemical, I'm pretty sure. Let's open this up and try it out. Now, I do have a cough today. I don't know if you can tell my voice. That was kind of satisfying. But I feel very raspy, and I've been coughing a little bit this morning. Oh my gosh. That smells really good. Actually, make that the thumbnail. It'd be funny. So this is so far very unique to me. I love to see it. What do we want here? 3 ml. Smells great. Let's see how it tastes. The one thing I don't like about this is they don't give you a little stopper. So if this was a pharmacy, I would put a little rubber device on here so that you can put this in here. It creates a flush seal, and then you can turn it upside down and pull the medicine out. Now, why is that relevant? Because I can only stick this in so far. I can only go that far. Oh my gosh, this is way less purple than I thought it would be. There, I got 3 ml. Oops, sorry, 3 ml here. So this is important to note. Whenever you're talking about liquids, and I see people make this mistake all the time, you have to know the concentration, right? 3 ml contains 30 milligram. We want 30 milligram of dextromethorphan. We don't really care how much volume we're using. A lot of people think, that they'll just squirt whatever they want to into their mouth or something like that. You can't do that. You have to know what the concentration is. 3 ml of this product is going to have more active ingredient than 3 ml of another product because it may have a different concentration. Now, one of my viewers mentioned that Sprite is really good for taking medications with, which is really smart because Sprite does not have caffeine in it. So I purchased this bottle. Now let's try this out and see how it tastes and see how it works. Oh my gosh, that looks so weird. Wow. That was really good. That tasted like, as far as medicine goes, that's probably the best tasting medicine I've ever had. I mean, you still know it's medicine. Like, it's not, I don't know, chocolate flavored. It's actually grape flavored. But I could mix this with water or whatever, or Sprite, and it would be fine. So the way they actually test coughing in like trials is that they'll make someone inhale pepper, like capsicum, and that'll make you sneeze. But I don't have any here, so I just want to see if I can force myself to cough. It's been a couple minutes now. Okay, it's been, I don't know, probably 20 minutes or so. All right, let's see what happens if I try to force myself to cough. I don't want to hurt your guys' ears, so I'll move this out of the way. I mean, obviously I could still cough. You're not going to be able to not be able to force yourself to cough, but I can definitely tell that it was perhaps a little bit harder for me to force myself to cough. I honestly, it's going to be really tough because this is kind of subjective, but it almost felt like I just needed to actually think about it before actually coughing. You know what I mean? Whenever you have a cold and it's cold out and you're inhaling that cold air, sometimes that activates a cough. But in this case, I don't have the luxury of having that right now. Let's talk about the price. This bottle, how many doses? 40 doses. Okay, that's a lot. $5. No shipping fee. I think that's the best price I've seen ever for a cough medicine like this. So I have to give this a thumbs up. This is good. This is good value, good price. I love how it's concentrated. I love how it's not extended release. This is a very unique product, and honestly, this should be the standard. I don't like how whenever you go into a pharmacy, all you see is like it's called Polystyrex, and it's an extended release dextromethorphan. Now, all of that is well and good, but lest we not forget, the American Academy of Family Physicians really doesn't even recommend this. It's just not really that effective. It gets to be what it is in standard because it's all we have and it's the best we have. Unfortunately, having a cough just really sucks. But don't forget, cough can be an allergic response. So in that case, you can use something like diphenhydramine. This is a first-generation antihistamine that can help a cough due to allergic reaction. Additionally, diphenhydramine pills. I bought these at Dollar Tree for $1.25 each. So that's also an option. One time I had a cough that was keeping me up at night, and I used dextromethorphan. I think I eventually even used codeine guaifenesin. I used promethazine, which actually the promethazine should have theoretically helped, but it didn't. And eventually, I just took a Benadryl tablet, and I was finally able to sleep. So don't forget that sometimes a cough can actually come by due to allergy. I'm Grant Harding. I'm a licensed pharmacist in 3 states, and I'm so happy that you guys joined me here today. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and now you're more educated about dextromethorphan and this Robocough product.